Now let's get to AEW, where it pertains to AEW Dynamite, All Elite Wrestling, from TNT. So what pertains to AEW Dynamite, from the October 23rd edition of 2019, their ratings unfortunately uh, went down of a 0.45 rating, with AEW Dynamite only pulled in 963,000 viewership on TNT. And it was bound to happen anyways because it's a new company. AEW is obviously is a new company. It just started this year. It just started about what 5 or 4 weeks ago. And you know it was bound to happen anyways. Where it pertains to the reigns going down. You know that uh it was never going to remain the same number of the ratings and all that. It just depends how how many people are watching, how many people are invested, how many people are are they willing to even to give it a chance, despite how bad WWE is right now, where it pertains to Raw and SmackDown. And then you guys like J Rants, come up here on YouTube and basically bragging, excited, happy, thrilled, ecstatic, and just just going outrage. He's outraging. In his way, the good is a good thing that he's doing that he's outraging. He's outraging all this because he feels like he's winning something. He feels like he's gotta be happy with AW not getting the reigns that they should be getting. When it pertains to the sticking to the 1 million viewers, and the high ratings they need on this day to to keep fans to keep on coming every week to watch. But that type of wrestling fan in J Rants, and not just with J Rants, but with other YouTubers of the YWC, when they see the ratings and the viewerships of AEW Dynamite, and they laugh at it, and they mock us for that, when it pertains to the fans and for those that love the product, because it's a better alternative than WWE nowadays, what pertains to Raw and SmackDown. So just for someone like a J Rants and others to laugh at AEW and to laugh at all of us fans of AEW, like they're winning, that they're gaining something with this one, because here's the thing: they're not gaining anything with this. All they're gaining is that they're not wrestling fans. They don't care about wrestling anymore at this point, and they just hate wrestling. Just because AEW is not their cup of tea, because AEW is not WWE. It doesn't compare to WWE and all that. Well, you're right. It doesn't compare to WWE because AEW is better products than the WWE, despite how many of the rosters that WWE has with pertains to Raw and SmackDown and the company overall. And 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 those type of fans that keeps bringing keeps crapping on AEW because of the low viewership and the low ratings. It just proves once again to those type of fans, they're not real wrestling fans. They never have been real wrestling fans, and maybe they were at one point. What pertains to old school wrestling, like back when with WCCW, with a AEW excuse me, with AWA excuse me, with NWA, Jimmy Crockett's Promotions, um, WCW, which is Jim Crockett's Promotions, but ECW, and a few others. Even to at the time where it was WWF, Worldwide Wrestling Federation, and then became World Wrestling Federation, and then you not know as WWE, where it pertains to what used to be good when it was the Ruthless Aggression era at the time, and then when they got away from that, unfortunately, in 2007, because of what happened with the whole thing with Chris Benoit and that whole situation. It was still to a degree still good, but it started going down, to being terrible. And AEW is one of the companies that is making a different alternatives. And even during that time, when there wasn't an AEW, you got like a Ring of Honor, a New Japan Pro Wrestling. Even though New Japan Pro Wrestling has been around for a long time, along with Old Japan, um, Pro Wrestling as well. and also what pertains to lucha libre. But yeah, up again, what pertains to other alternatives like a Ring of Honor, a TNA Wrestling at the time, now called Impact Wrestling, um, and other wrestling promotions out there that and not just with male wrestlers, but with also female wrestlers too, what pertains to their own independent wrestling scene, and to a degree. But the point is, there's always alternatives where it pertains to watching other products of professional wrestling. If you're a fan of pro wrestling, if you're a fan of any type of entertainment value on a wrestling show, there's other alternatives that you can watch if you're tired and don't want to watch don't want to watch WWE anymore, because WWE is not if WWE is not doing it for you anymore. There's other alternatives. And I get it, WWE has been around for a long time. I mean, a really really long time. Even in the days of